What up, peeps and peepettes? MorbTron back today with more Destiny 2. And today is June 5th of 2018. What does that mean? It means a lot. It means that it's a reset day. It means that faction rallies are back, finally. And the Destiny 2 Year 2 reveal stream just got done. I'm not going to talk about anything from the stream. Honestly, I just want to gather more information before I even give an opinion on it. But, if you can't tell by my armor, you know who I'm going to be repping already for the faction rally. I'm going to be going with New Monarchy. Now, that's not because of the catalyst. I know a lot of people are probably going to be going Dead Orbit because of the catalyst for the Graviton Lance, because a lot of people like using that in the Crucible. Honestly, I think that Dead Orbit is going to win by a landslide because of it. But we'll see. But first of all, we're going to stop at Tess. We're going to see what Tess has for us this week. We have got Hold On. So if you don't have that, there you go. It's a pretty good emote that they added in Warmind. And they also have the Bureaucratic Walk. Now this is an emote that has some history in Destiny 2. You were able to Bureaucratic Walk through walls in the Crucible in some areas. And they disabled getting this thing and then using it as well. But because of that, I don't have it, but I'm going to buy it because I've got a ton of Bright Dust. Because all I get is now like Bright Dust gifts from Tess when I turn in things. It's kind of dumb. Anyway, Ion Drive is the Sparrow you can buy this week. It's pretty neato. I've got one myself, got it last week. Pretty good. Now, the EOS Rapture, if you like this style of ship, you can buy that. If you like the Fleet SKA 9, you can have that as well. If you like that style of ship. Got like a flying wing thing going on. If you like this style of Ghost, you can have one. We have the chest item, or the chest piece, for the Season 3 Tess Everis armor, if you're going for that. We have some class ornaments. For the Titan, we have Endless Loop for the feedback fence. And then we have Tesla's Revenge for the Wardcliff Coil. So that's pretty cool. Gold Beam Effects, not really interested. Solar Effects, not really interested. We have a bunch, again, vanilla shaders. Let's see what we have this week in the Prismatic Matrix. I've got everything. But the exotic things we've got the Bursting Wisdom Shell. Increased loot from public events on all destinations. Don't let that steer you wrong. That only gives you extra glimmer from public event completion. Still, if you're doing public events and you need glimmer, might as well, right? Then you have a Stride to the Edge for the Warlock Legs Transversive Steps. And we've got, let's see here, we've got the Hunter boots for the Tess Everis armor. We've got the Titan gauntlets for the current Tess Everis armor. We've got the Awaken the Warmind emote as well, if you don't have that yet. And the other thing of interest might be Shiver. I didn't know I had that. Apparently I do. Cool. Awesome. Well, now on to the more important things. The tower looks really, really cool. I like the new flag designs. It's really neat looking. Let's go check out Dead Orbit. Okay, so here we have Arak Jalal, and what does he have for us this week? Well, you can get all the old stuff, of course, if you haven't gotten the ship. If you haven't pledged 3 times the Dead Orbit, you can get that. We have Pale Horse, which is the Sparrow. Looks like a Sparrow. You can, of course, get all the old gear, but who cares about that when we have the new ornaments and things? This is what the Titan looks like. Pretty okay, I guess. Now, the sniper rifle is a 140 RPM sniper, rapid-fire frame, has a long zoom and a short zoom scope. Personally, I always go short zoom on snipers. Accurized rounds, flared magwell, and opening shot. Not really interested in that sniper whatsoever. I'm sure some people will like using it, but you can get it at rank 10. The boots you get from earning 30 renown. Still don't know how that works. I'll make a video on it later today. Now, the gloves require taken grenade kills. Pretty interesting. There's a new ship that you can get at 20. Looks pretty cool. Heroic public events completed. That's going to be fairly easy to get. And we have a hand cannon with Rampage. This is a 110 RPM hand cannon with Rampage. Now, the thing about Rampage on hand cannons is that oftentimes, especially with a small magazine of 8, by the time you get a couple kills off and you're able to use a tier 3 Rampage, you're going to be out of ammo, and the reload on hand cannons, especially 110s, is really, really low. So you're going to maybe be able to get one bullet off with that tier 3 Rampage. So a 110 with Rampage and a terrible reload speed isn't all that appealing to me. Now, if it had Outlaw as well as Rampage, basically if it was a 110 RPM Midnight Coup, it'd be amazing, but it's not. It has part of it, but it's not quite there. Now, it does say faster reloads when the magazine is empty, but the reload speed is so bad to begin with that you'd probably have to masterwork this for reload or magazine to make use of Rampage. There you go. So, looks neat on paper. It's got a damage boosting thing, but only 8 in the mag, and it's a 110 with this very slow reload speed. So, Hunters, Rally Barricade, Warlocks with the new exotic, well, I think it's the reworked exotic that I can't remember right now. My bad. And then at rank 50, you unlock the Warlock ornament for Gaze Beyond Worlds. I can't preview it because I'm on a Titan. And rank 50, you get the Graviton Lance Catalyst, which gives you better target acquisition, and I think better stability as well. Now, the thing about the Masterwork Catalyst for Graviton Lance, with being on PC, on console, you're going to get the effect of the better target acquisition. However, on PC, there's no such thing as aim assist, so half of this weapon's catalyst doesn't affect PC. So, if PC was separated from the consoles as far as which faction wins this faction rally, I think Dead Orbit would actually lose if people actually knew that better target acquisition doesn't actually do anything on PC. And then we have Basilisk, which is the win weapon for Dead Orbit, which I'm sure I'll be buying next week, because I'm sure Dead Orbit is going to win. It is a rapid-fire frame shotgun. It has smooth bore, rifled barrel, and fluted barrel. Smooth bore gives a ton of range. That's what you want in a shotgun. We've got extended mag or accurized rounds. Again, accurized rounds gives more range and more reload speed as well, because extended mag hurts reload speed. And then we have autoloading holster. Not a fan of autoloading holster, but you can get a ton of range on this shotgun. That's pretty good. On to New Monarchy. Actually, no. On to Future War Cult. Didn't make us go back and forth this time. I don't have to cut. Although Lakshmi is going to talk now. I don't care. I don't care, Lakshmi. Alright, what does the Titan look like? Looks a little bit less terrible than before, but I'm not a fan of the Titan armor for Future War Cult. Now, the pulse rifle here is a 390. We've gotten a lot of 390 pulse rifles recently. This is a kinetic. It has a long zoom and a short zoom scope. Red dot 2 MOA. It's a damn good scope. We have a choice of extended mag or alloy mag. Personally, I had to go with alloy mag because the reload speed on this weapon is total butts. And then we have high impact reserves. So rounds at the end of the magazine deal more damage. This being a 390 pulse, you're actually going to be able to make use of high impact reserves. Hooray. Might actually be pretty good. Can't wait to try it out some other week. And then we have a Sparrow. That's a pretty unique looking Sparrow, actually. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. And then at rank 30, there is a rocket launcher. That kind of suffers the same issues as any other legendary rocket launcher. that doesn't have cluster bombs. It's just not good at all compared to any rocket launcher that has cluster bombs. The most popular one being Sins of the Past. But it's got aggressive frame, hard launch, counter mass, and quick launch. But you're going to want to increase your blast radius as much as possible if you want to use this thing. So counter mass, high explosive ordnance, and snapshot sights on a rocket launcher is completely wasted because who doesn't hip fire a rocket launcher? Yeah, kind of a poop weapon there. At rank 50, you get the Hunter ornament for the Knucklehead radar, and then at rank 50, you also get the Sunshot Catalyst, which is very good. I will probably be going for Future War Cult in the second faction rally because of that, because it makes Sunshot a total beast, I am assuming. The stat bonuses are ridiculous for that masterwork. And then their win weapon is the Vision, arguably the best win weapon this week, because it is a pulse, free-round burst sidearm with kill clip. So, yeah, it's going to be a little beast of a sidearm, but we're probably not going to get it this week, or next week, rather, because I'm fairly sure Dead Orbit is going to take it. The rest of this, it doesn't really matter. It's a 3-round burst sidearm with kill clip. It's going to be it's a sidearm that I would actually consider using. Let's just put it that way. On to New Monarchy. All right, so you got my homeboy here. We got Executor Hideo, and this is what the new Titan ornaments look like for the New Monarchy. They're very loud. There's so much color there. Wow, the helmet design, actually, I do enjoy the helmet design. So that's a thing. I mean, obviously, I'm going to be repping New Monarchy. I've already said it. But let's see here. So we've got a rank 10 weapon, the Biden Handler. I can't pronounce that. Anyway, it is a 600 RPM kinetic SMG. It's going to look pretty good for PvE, it looks like. And why is that? Well, it's got Ambitious Assassin. So we have the Anti-Ope for PvP, and we've got the Beaten Handler for PvE SMG action, because Ambitious Assassin doesn't really work for Crucible. It does, technically, but it's not really effective. It does have high caliber rounds, though, but the reload speed on this thing is, again, total butts. But with high caliber rounds, it does get rid of the negative effect of extended mag, so there is that. And then it's got SD Thermal or SC Hollow, so the most popular scope for Anti-Ope is the SC Hollow. And then we have the Precision Frame. Again, the weapon's recoil pattern is more predictably vertical. I will be reviewing this thing as soon as I get it, so stay tuned for that. Now, it looks like the ornaments do unlock different ways. So we have Renown, Phalanx is defeated, Dusk Light gathered, and then Renown spent. Interesting. At rank 20, I can buy the ship. Looks pretty neat. And then we have at rank 30 another 390 pulse rifle, because why not? Bungie seems to like 390 pulse rifles right now for some reason. This one has Zen Moment, so causing damage with the weapon, increases its stability. It has ricochet rounds, which I'm a fan of, or appended mag, which meh. And then we have a long zoom scope, a short zoom scope, and another long zoom scope. So it looks like the SLO 10 post is the one that most people will be going with, including myself. It is an adaptive frame pulse rifle. So yeah, I'll be checking that out as well as soon as I get it. I don't know what to think about it with Zen Moment and ricochet rounds. It doesn't really have a damage boosting ability, but it might make this thing a laser beam, which you'll notice a lot more on console than you will on PC, since PC doesn't really have recoil and seems to have less bloom as well. Now, the ornament I can actually look at for the crest of the Alpha Lupi. Has a new Monarchy logo on it instead of the wolf crest. And then at rank 50, we get the Sweet Business Catalyst when this weapon is fully spun up. The flinch from incoming damage is greatly reduced. I'll definitely test that out when I get it. I'm going to try to grind my butt off to try to get this week, so that way I can get the other catalysts in the weeks to come. But we'll see. And then the win weapon for New Monarchy is a rocket launcher, but again, it doesn't have cluster bombs, so it's not that great of a legendary rocket launcher. But it does have auto-loading holster, so fire a rocket, put it away, it'll reload itself. It does have implosion rounds, which decreases blast radius, increases projectile speed, greatly increases stability. Like, that's not really a thing that rocket launchers need. It's just kind of a not great weapon. But we won't have to worry about that because there's no way in hell that New Monarchy will win because of Dead Orbit. There we go. Other things to note, the Nightfall this week is the Pyramidion, which is interesting because as far as I know, the Nightfall specific loot for non-Warmind strikes has not been fixed. So the sniper rifle that you can get from the Pyramidion, probably not going to see it drop, which is unfortunate. The weekly Crucible playlist this week is Mayhem, which is pretty good because you can actually get Valor in Mayhem. So this would be the week to farm up some Valor if you're not really a friend to the Crucible. But there you have it, folks. If you liked this video, if it helped you out, a positive rating is appreciated. If you're new to the channel, you want to see more of my daily content, hit that subscribe button for me. I do greatly appreciate it. I just hit 2,000 subs yesterday, so big hype, big milestone for me. Greatly appreciate it. But do not forget to have a good day, everybody, and I'll catch you all next time.